Hi, guys, and welcome to a coffee chat. I'm Dr. Boomer Brown with Doing Good at Work. Well, today I want to talk to you about something that might help you grow from a mental learning perspective and help you bring the physical and the emotional and the social and the spiritual all together into one thought. And I want us to look for a moment at the transitions that we experience in our life. It can be the transition of coming out of college. It could be the transition of changing jobs. It could be the transition of having a new baby in our family, or change that happens, sudden change. There could be the loss of a loved one, a loss of a friend. There could be, a diagnosis or something happen in your life that is going to cause you to go through transition. We're all going to experience transition. And what I want to help you understand today is there's some things that you can do as you go through transition. But the first thing you need to do is realize right now that transition might be very, very heavy. It feels overwhelming. It may be bigger than you. And our outlook on it is very difficult and it's hard to handle. Like the little picture here, you can't really get your hands or your head around what's happening in the transition. But over a period of time, could be some months, could be the year, the thing kind of shrinks in size. We're getting adjusted to where we are. It doesn't feel quite as heavy. I can understand it a little bit better, but I'm still in transition. Transition is a process, something that happens over time. Maybe it's a few years, maybe it's a decade. I'm not sure how long it takes, but at some point we learn how to deal. And once again, we're free to breathe. We're free to move about and to understand what has transitioned in our life. So to move in a transition from where you are now to where you can be, to the future of you in regard to the matter, let me give you 3 points here on the board. First is give yourself, and I want you to watch this, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. If it's heavy right now, you don't have to know how to handle it. Don't have these unrealistic expectations. Try to have reasonable expectations. Setting boundaries in your life, not overcommitting, or being careful how you manage yourself when it's so. But do give yourself some grace. You don't have to understand everything. It's okay. And look, remember this. I am a person who is learning, and you'll fill in the blank. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know what all you're supposed to do right here. It may be confusing. You don't have all the answers. And when we tell ourselves, well, I got to know how to handle this, I got to work through this, that creates massive amounts of anxiety, worry, and fear and fretting in your life. You just need to give yourself some grace and to understand that you are a person who is learning in this process. You're learning about yourself. You're learning about others that are around you. You're learning about your situation, and you're starting to adapt. That's why it takes time. That's why it's a process. And as you do this over time, remember this. Remind yourself of the good. Remind yourself of the good. There's a lot of good things happening in your life, in your world. And even though right now you may feel very overwhelmed in this transition, give yourself some time, set some boundaries, don't overcommit, give yourself some grace, realizing there are things to learn some things, listen to people, grow through the process to where it's not as big as it once was, remembering all the time that it's good. Life is good. I've always told my family this, as we've gone through different things. And they ended up giving me a coffee mug that says this on it. Whenever things would happen in our lives from a transition standpoint, I would say this: it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You won't go through transitions alone. You need other people to come along beside you during your transition. That's why here at Doing Good at Work, we're here to help you through the transitions that you experience in life. Whatever those transitions may be, that's why we're here for you. I hope you'll take us up on our offer to maybe look at the book list, the little publication list that has literally 70 plus items on there that can help you learn something about your current transition, your current situation. Maybe you need to talk to a mental health first responder, and he or she can help you see the good in your situation. We're here to help you because we care about you. Your employer cares about you, and we're excited to be a part of your life. I hope you'll come back next week for a coffee chat where we'll learn something new to make our life better. Until next time, I'll see you on the other side.